But first, patriotic and passionate volunteers used fire to write the final chapter of respect for flags and wreaths that honored American veterans. Eyewitness News reporter Sue Kalberg has a story of pride and powerful emotion from South Bexar County.
In a peaceful pasture, those who have worn the uniform before came to say goodbye, not to comrades in arms, but to the symbols that bind our hearts.
You guys are awesome. I love y'all.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here.
Last December, these 43,000 wreaths honored veterans at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. Now, weathered and withered, they and worn American flags are retired.
Bugler, sound to the colors.
Commended to the heavens with one final salute by the Wreaths Across America organization.
To be able to come out here and just to be able to see the wreaths that we had and to continue to be able to say thank you, how can it not be hallowed? How can it not be sacred? How can it not be so very, very special? Because it truly is.
Almighty God, we thank each and every American who has flown this banner and the privilege you have given us to serve our country in its hours of need and to continue to serve our country in time of peace. Amen.
July 18th is their biggest fundraiser of the year, Christmas in July. At KENS5.com, you'll find everything you need to get involved. Sue Kalberg, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
After the fire, the wreaths' wire frames will be recycled. 6 months from now, new wreaths will take their place, keeping the flame of memories alive.